Sacco and Felice, New York and New Jersey's premier attorneys at law. Their team brings decades of experience across a wide range of practice areas. Whatever life brings, they're your legal team. From everyday matters to complex cases, they've got you covered with the experience you need and the results you want. Because when life gets complicated, they make it simple. SaccoFelice.com. SACCOFILLAS.com. 2 C's, 2 L's. Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi! Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
All right, there's Edward Jones. Edward Jones, who is a major ham operator based in Manhattan, and I believe there are only 2. Is that right, Edward?
Hello, Walter. Yes, well, actually, there's more than 2. There's 5, what we call high-frequency hams. Can do long distance, which is global reach. Yeah.
Well, explain what it is, and then explain what you do.
Well, ham radio has been around for about 125 years, Walter, and for your listeners, you know, it was really the first digital social network application, if you will. And so anyway, it started way back when radio started, and it was quickly commercialized because it was the high technology of the time, and hams were going along on the side, playing around with it, fooling around with it, and anyway, it's evolved into quite a thing. And today we do voice, of course, we do Morse code, we do digital, computer to computer, and stuff like that. But it's all over radio. It's not over the internet. It's all over radio.
And because it's shortwave, it allows you to talk to people around the world.
Yes, that's right. It's not like the medium we're talking on now, the broadcast frequencies. They're relatively short distance. And as you know, they open up at night and you can hear Chicago and stuff. But amateur radio uses the shortwave frequencies. They're very, very high, relatively higher frequencies than what broadcast radio uses. And so they connect with the ionosphere up there, about 600 miles up, and they're refracted, and they go all over the world, and the conditions vary. You don't know from day to day. You said to me one time, radio is surprise, and the ham radio was really surprise.
Good radio is a surprise. The challenge that most radio stations have today is they offer no surprises. But we're beyond surprise. We're shocking. Our goal here is to be as shocking as possible. Now, Edward Jones, there's a contest among ham radio operators this weekend. What does that mean? How does that work? And what's the prize?
Well, one dimension of ham radio is contesting, and it's called in the hobby radio sport. And there are contests pretty much every month. Throughout the month, there are various contests, but there are very big ones that take place. This was one of the big ones, one of the 4 big ones every year. And it's global in reach, and the idea is to contact as many other hams as you can in the 48-hour period. And that's what we do. And,
so the contest is how many other hams can you reach? How do you win? What's the prize?
The prize generally is a certificate. I mean, it's not much more than that. The hams in the radio shacks, the stations, they have the walls plastered with certificates that they've won in various contests. One of my favorites locally is the Pennsylvania Contact Party, QSO Party we call, and that's a state contest. But this one is global in reach. It goes throughout the world. And in the 48 hours I was on, I worked I have a pipeline into Eastern Europe with my antenna, so I was into Russia. I was in the countries that were in the news right now: Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, all the Eastern, Romania, all those countries.
Now, for example, from Ukraine, do you get information from Ukraine about their living situations, about the war that we just don't see in the news?
No, not really, and they're fairly limited in what we can exchange. But we generally exchange signal reports for the most part, how we're being heard there. We exchange those, and our name and location, that kind of thing. A contest is very, very fast. We don't even exchange that information. It's just a quick signal report exchange, and it goes in the log. and you try to accumulate as many of those contacts as you can.
Now, when you say to a woman, I'm a ham operator, I have ham equipment in my home, does this impress them?
I don't think so, to be honest with you, Walter. Sometimes you get the eyes rolling and that kind of thing, It's hard for most people to really apprehend what goes on with us, but we're not all nerds, but, we're socialized, we do all kinds of things, but radio is the hobby, and making it work and making it work better is really what we're focused on,
What was I going to ask? I don't remember. Well, you enjoy it. It's a great hobby. It's it's not expensive.
It can be very inexpensive. I mean, there are levels. I mean, you can spend lots and lots of money. I mean, there are guys out that have land, out in the countryside, in the suburbs, that have 100 and 150, 200 foot towers. With 1,500 watts, the maximum power, and those stations are very expensive. They run into, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
But my station is very modest here in Manhattan. It's in my apartment and has a very small antenna, and you need a radio. You were fumbling around for your earphones. I was doing that today, also trying to get a more comfortable pair of earphones, but. All these little things go into it.
Yeah, but right. But I was an idiot because I left my earphones someplace else other than my studio, and I left it in a place where there are about 50 earphones that are exactly like mine, and I don't have a name tag in it, so I'm going to have to waste $125 to buy another set of earphones. There's Edward Jones. What is your call sign?
W2LCQ. Whiskey 2, Lima, Charlie, Quebec, as we say in the international phonetic language.
Radio being what it is, you're going to need to repeat that.
W2, LCQ, Whiskey 2, Lima, Charlie, Quebec.
All right, you're great. Thank you, Edward Jones, great friend of the show. Thank you very much for being on the other side of midnight with Walter Sterling on great radio stations like KDKA in Pittsburgh, WABC in New York, and in Chicago on WGN.
One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.